G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is a Bloodied Handmade with bullets exploding for area damage and +1 agility. Chances are, if you're playing on PC, you've seen a couple of these maybe in shops or on other players if they go and trade with you. This is one of the most highly duped items I think there was at the game, and this was like way back before we even knew about Wastelanders. So, you know, this thing's got some history to it, and I can reinforce that by saying when I first picked this up, because I haven't used this thing in so long, it still had the 35 rounds in it, because the stinging magazine was, it was 35, then they dropped it down to the standard 25 for a stinging magazine, so that's kind of interesting. I haven't used this weapon in so long that it had a legacy mag capacity, but as soon as you use those extra 10 bullets, you can't reload it anymore, so yep, now it's back down to earth. In terms of damage, it's back down to earth as well, because this thing being around before we got the old damage nerf, this thing with all the multiplicative bonuses could do, let's see, if we do a little bit of calculations, we get about a metric fuck ton of damage, except for Scorched Beast Queens, because bugs and resistances and everything. So this is basically the same weapon that I've used all the way back when I first did my BE Handmade video, same attachments, same everything. Probably on the same condition bar too. I don't like using explosive weapons, although I can get away with it because I don't blow myself up anymore, thanks to a dense chest piece. Aligned barrel and grip to make it slightly more efficient in VATS, along with the reflex sight for that, and got a suppressor and a powerful auto receiver for using it as a stealth commando setup, and some gold paint, and we're gonna wear a gold dress. It's all very planned out, and Winter's gonna look great. She's gonna match her gun. There's also blood stains on it as well, and we can't clean those. I'd rather them be clean, but we can't really do that. So we'll chuck on all of the commando things, obviously. Demo Expert goes on because it's an explosive. Don't want to go over the launchers versus explosive thing, but if Bethesda could bother, and this is a bit of a tangent here, but if Bethesda could bother to rename or redo what these descriptions are on Heavy Gunner and Demo Expert, so you can say your explosive and explosive launches, or maybe when you've got the Heavy Gunner thing, it says all non-launcher heavy guns instead of non-explosive, because that seems to confuse the fuck out of people. Or it's up to you, the player, to figure out your shit. Anyways, so we've got follow through. That's a multiplicative bonus. It's probably a lot more powerful than all the perks that I've just applied. We've also got Lyak here. It's got luck. We can hit crit every 2 shots, so that's nice. Every second shot as a crit. And then we can make him explode if we shoot him, and it kills him. And now we're doing 111 damage. Wait a minute. Have I seen this before? Oh shit, look out. Winter's pissed because she's got less than 20% health. That's not the only thing that's blight. Never mind. Okay, we're doing 200 damage now, so we've gained, what, 89 damage from that? That's okay, that's pretty good, I guess. Okay, so here we are outside of the Operation Repo recording studio. Look, we've matched the Handmade. There's no blood on Winter, there's blood on the gun. Let's keep the blood off Winter. We don't want to get shot. Being shot is for people who are dying, and we don't want to die. Also, I'm just gonna, like, target maybe the torso or something so we can get consistency on hits. Although, if we go for the headshots, we go for the big skull crushes. Let's see what we can do. We could almost one-shot them, which is a big angry Bethesda fun police thing. Oh wait, hang on. Oh no, you can one-shot stuff with BE weapons. We should nerf this. They obviously didn't go too far this time. I would give him a 6 out of 10 for his dramatic death speech. Also, we're doing 239 damage with the added in the sneak critical damage additives. We're doing pretty good, so yeah, keep going. Alrighty, just because we've got VATS doesn't mean we ought to use it, because the Handmade is a very controllable weapon. There's barely any recoil on this thing whatsoever. If you put a suppressor on it, there's basically none. If I aim at a certain point, the muzzle probably won't even rise at all. So we'll try to demonstrate that as soon as we're done here. Hey, look, it's a super mutant, which I'm going to totally ignore the legendary on, because I know how this game works. Don't feel bad for, you know, letting a couple of legendaries go here and there, because most of the time it's going to be garbage anyway. I've got no grenades equipped to scare the doggo out of his position, but I know he's there. Or maybe not. Okay, note that little winch thingy pulley on the crane there. Okay, so the muzzle is jumping a little bit up, but you can easily control it. It's so easy that even a child could do it, and there's a lot of children playing this game, so if you can't, then you're dumb. How do I know that a lot of children play this game? They're the ones that keep telling me, you missed a legendary, bro. Look, I know. I don't care, though, because for all I know, they would have dropped me a Berserker's Deathclaw gauntlets. Don't want that shit. Anyway, so that dog is kind of screaming. I guess he's got like a suppressor down his throat, because I didn't hear him scream. In space, no one can hear you scream, especially if you've got a suppressor crammed down your throat. I couldn't think of much else to say other than throat. So we could potentially get a good crowd control thing going on if there was many enemies to bounce explosives off of. Look, there's another legendary that I won't bother to get just to annoy more people. Feel free to pop the oh, never mind. Too late. Too late. We got a Hunter's Strength combat armor. See, I would have not lost any sleep over losing that shit. Don't chase legendaries. If you're sitting there for 15 minutes looking around for a corpse, congratulations, you've just wasted your time. You know what you don't want to waste time during? Double XP. Instead of chasing that stupid legendary that will just give you a 1-star thing anyway. Well, you might as well not do that. You just go and kill stuff instead. So this guy's kind of annoyed at me, so we'll just go back into caution courtesy of escape artists. I'm kidding about the legendaries. I want them. I know it's going to be something good. See? Really good. Even bash damage. That's like a fucking god roll. How good's that? You know, I'm actually full on script, so I've got no idea what to do with these. And I miss Murmur's mystery pick. That is also a big sad moment. So we're going to have to do just a regular old boring script round again. I'm sure you're all very disappointed. There'll be probably less profanities in the video if I do it by the 100 script things. So maybe that's good for the YouTube algorithm. Maybe I need to, you know, beg for subscribers somewhere so we can get to that 50k. You know what happens at 50k? Absolutely nothing except bragging rights. You want to give me bragging rights, don't ya? Don't ya? So in more pressing issues, car news. I got some more body kit for my Commodore. It's gonna be awesome. Got some like a front lip for the front bumper. It's gonna look awesome. It's gonna add even more downforce so I can corner even better. So if like the traffic lights have like a corner just around them. Oh wait, don't do that. Well, we're living this on the edge now. We've got a 10% damage bonus. We're not going to kill ourselves due to explosive damage, so we shouldn't have to worry about that. Just as long as we don't miss any of the ghouls around, we should be fine. So if we can slay them before they get up and always go for like the bullets actually hitting them rather than the explosive. You sometimes can get lucky if you're running Tormentor to do it. Uh-oh. That's a problem. We'll dance around the table. Yeah, shoot him in the legs. Make him suffer before he dies. Although feral ghouls, I think, are suffering quite enough as it is. It's a merciful thing to, you know, just put them down like that. Shoot on sight. Same with regular ghouls. Just shoot them. Also synths. They can go too. The world would be better without a whole bunch of synths running around. And you know how I know that? Because there's Curie fanboys and possibly girls that exist to make cringy fucking memes about it. If you make those people unhappy, you're doing a service to humanity. Never trust no French synths, I'll tell you that much. Alright, that guy didn't want to show his face, so we'll just shoot him around the corner here. And ooh, here they come. Now, hopefully we're getting some nice stagger chances. Because Tank Killer does that, right? That was really close. I'm surprised I didn't get nailed due to the dodgy netcode. That's generally what happens. I'm actually kind of worried about... Oh, Serendipity comes in, saves the day. Ooh, there's another one. We'll just bust his pathing a little bit. There we go. Don't have to worry about aiming too much. I'm thinking this DPS is actually quite good, despite, you know, explosive doing much less damage than a per bullet. I'm actually at the stage where some random rad roaches can kick my ass, so that was scary. And a fat ass, oh shit. No, I'm dead. These guys are tanky as hell, man. They're scary. Just go break his legs. Come on, where are you? Where are you? See? If I hadn't have gotten lucky there, the rad roach would have just killed my ass, and then you would have had to laugh at me because I deserve it. Why don't I just use VATS there? Just go for the heads, man. Well, I hear another one. Well, it was bound to happen. I can't hear them over the roaring fans. Also, that one just teleported to microsleep, then got back up. What? Oh, that's why they weren't there. Because, oh, they're getting up again. You really think I want to continue after that? Because I don't. It looks like they've gone back to their old ways. They're trying to become sleepers again, but it ain't working this time. This one didn't bother getting up at all. He's like, you know what, those other blokes, they got this. I can go sleep and stuff my face full of whatever's in the fridge. Yeah, probably would have gone slightly better with using bats there. Okay, at least the ghouls have given themselves a buff in the way that they're using glitches and exploits to kill me. And it's definitely not because of my own dodgy playstyle or my own failings. I can blame the AI here, and you guys can't say shit about it. I was gonna say, Alarm Man's a little bit late to the party today, but he did pop the alarm. Unfortunately, all of his friends are deaf and also sleepy. See, attacking during the night, it provides a tactical advantage. Unless it's that guy, he's just kind of sitting on his stupid thing. It's like a random guy over there, he explodes, he blows up real nice. So this thing's kind of it's on its last legs at the moment. We've gone through a little bit over maybe a health bar when this thing finally breaks. So it goes without saying that if you've got spare points for gunsmith, just making this thing slightly more efficient on its condition. Although you can kind of do that with using stealth because you don't have to hit him as much. So there's just another reason to use things as sneak. I went over this in my build video. I don't know why I'm surprised about this. Alright, finally time for me to start switching on here. So we're just gonna use VATS because it's good. We've got all these criticals ready to go, so might as well use it. Oh my god, almost got my ass eaten by a Mirelurk Kang. Luckily, I'm just that sneaky that he kind of didn't notice. What a dumbass. That's okay. That means only the strongest Mirelurk Kings are in the gene pool. Oh no! Is that why everything's so strong? Because all of the strongest shit survives, and like Wastelanders was just like a meta thing because, you know, Winter and all the other angles go around killing shit all the time, and then like all of the weak shit goes away, so everything gets stronger. That's the canon explanation for Wastelanders, by the way. No, no, no. I'll have none of this shit. Poorly timed repair, and also you gave me damage over time, so that is licensed to use a stim pack. I don't give a fuck. Oh, she found me. Luckily, I have good grip on this roof. A lot better grip than I would. Ooh, and heals as well. Really are something else, aren't you, hey? Anyways, Mirelurk Queen goes down. The spouts were maggoted, so that would help me not being shot. So if you can cripple those, the fight's pretty much over. All you have to do now is cut through the massive health bar, which we have done exceedingly well there. Look, did you expect this weapon to be bad? No. So I'm talking about other shit, because the weapon kind of speaks for itself. You know, I didn't rate Bloodied Explosive too much before the damage nerf, right? But now I think it's been redeemed a little bit, because that extra damage per shot gets you, it sometimes gets you slightly over the line where you could actually kill stuff in one shot. Granted, there are, you know, drawbacks to it, meaning that, like, the double hit on everything means you're going to be eating up your condition twice as quick. And if you want to spec this thing out, use Demo Expert and use, what's it called, Gunsmith, then goodbye Nerd Rage, or have a massive giant chunk of intelligence, which you might want to do anyway, because you've got double XP coming up. I'm guessing if that Scorch Beast was a little bit closer, we probably would have gotten away with killing him without not worrying about this thing, regeneration. Also, that was a really fucking cool shot right there. I was shooting up at a Scorch Beast and VATS like that, and the full moon was in the background. That's probably thumbnail worthy if I, you know, didn't go to a hill and take thumbnails of the character holding the gun, with the gun being the focal point character in the background. A little bit of it's like a demonstration. This is the characters using this. This is the build. Alright, I get questions a lot. Like, how do you get all these legendary weapons? Just play, man. Just play. Also, if you got a YouTube channel, people are like, hey, do you want to try this shit out? And, you know, if it's interesting, I'll go, yeah, fuck yeah. Give me your deets and we'll set up a meet and I'll pinch your gun off you. And then I'll sell it to RMT traders. And no, not that last bit. We are in danger right now. I don't know who's angry at me. I'm guessing it's like a scorched or something. Yeah, that one's annoyed. There's also a sentry bot over there, so we've got to go and kick his ass because these guys are worth juicy amounts of XP. He's also aggroing the Scorch Beast, which is no good. We don't want that. Because I like the sneak criticals. See, it's not about having a high perception on your character. You got to have a high perception in the game, the video game. You got to fucking look at the screen and look at your surroundings and figure out what the fuck's going on. See, that's the difference between regular dudes and fucking superpowered people like me. I have a look, I think, sometimes. So, here's what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna sit here waiting. The Scorched Beast is probably gonna have a piss and elongate the video by another fucking minute because RNG behavior. See, even when they're sweeping over you like that, the hitbox is like, no bro, you're not getting those hits. You can't hit them when they're doing their landing animation either. That might have costed me a Scorched Beast Queen World record as well. Fucking piece of shit game. Just kidding, Fallout 76, I love you. In the way that I want you desperately to improve and stop fucking annoying me, or I'll sign the fucking divorce papers and you'll be out in the streets. And then I'll start dating Cyberpunk instead. But, you know, not dating Keanu Reeves. He's cool, but I'm not really into him all that much, you know? You feel me? Anyways, Bloodied Explosive Handmade and a whole lot of talking shit. Honestly, I reckon my shit talking was better than what this weapon could do. If you'd like to see this in your game, I don't know if they're still being passed around. Look, when we're duping shit these days, people have figured out, look, these legacies, they're the ones to give out because idiots will actually buy them. And if you are an idiot who actually buys them, for shame, just fucking sit down and have a think about your life. But these things might become increasingly rare as people use them and say, well, these aren't as good as legacies, and they toss them in the script bin or maybe pawn them off to other people who've got no idea how worth these things are. Or you could just go on like Market 76 and get ripped off a couple of 1,000 caps more than you would with a vendor. Happy hunting, you're not getting mine. Thank you for watching, guys.